again to my another reactions video, and today I'm gonna watch a video, or I'm gonna react on a video that is not paranormal or not scary videos, but something like something strange creatures. Okay, strange creature that were locked away for years. So we are going to see a very strange creatures that were locked for years. So without any further ado, let's watch the video.
He noticed some movement behind his back.
Wow.
Around and spotted
That is not a crocodile, that is slag.
Yes, you heard it right. Now there could be two explanations behind this weird deformity. One, that it got attacked by a predator and lost a limb in the fight. Two, it was born this way. I mean, without limbs, and this is how he learned to deal with it. Now, what's the matter with this one? I'll leave it to you guys to decide. Creepy creature. How creepy a mole rat looks if he gets blind. The answer you're looking for is this creepy. The man was hearing strange noises in his backyard.
What was
that? When he went
that?
to investigate, he found a strange rat. At first he thought it was a normal rat, but upon closer inspection, it was quite creepy, resembling a mole rat without eyes. He didn't know how it ended up in his yard, or where it went after a while. He speculated that it might have been some scientist experiment involving a mole rat, who somehow escaped.
That's very unique.
Cave monster.
Cave monsters. Okay.
Do dragons still exist in caves today? Have a look.
Whoa.
Okay, Owen. Okay.
Whoa.
These explorers were exploring different caves, but what they found in one cave was definitely not what they expected. When they went inside, a dragon-like creature immediately emerged, possibly disturbed by their presence at night. It seemed like
that's
it had been
very
living
scary
there for thousands of years and was quite old, as it did not attack them, but simply chased them away. The explorers
that's
fled from there
very scary creature.
Okay, Owen.
Just freaking out. Radly.
Science students often bring home anything interesting they find, regardless of how scary it is. Like this science student who spotted a baby dragon and its egg near her house in the woods. Without thinking much, she brought them with her for research. She placed them carefully
Is that dead or is it alive?
And the baby dragon began to relax and rest there. No one knows how they got there, but it raises the question, could there be more dragons in that area? World's creepiest crab. Recently, some explorers were returning after exploring a forest when they spotted a creepy creature. Initially, they thought it was tree branches, but they were shocked when it moved and started walking. They couldn't figure out what it was, but after researching, I found out it was a spiky crab called neolithodes. One special feature of neolithodes is
That's the first time I heard.
Due to the densely packed spines
First time
covering its shell. These spines
listening to
are
the
not
name.
just for show, they serve as armor, deterring potential predators. Strange fish.
Wow.
Nature always surprises us with things that humans sometimes can't figure out. A fisherman went fishing,
obviously.
but at the riverbank, he spotted some strange black blobs moving around.
That's very.
When he picked them up to see, they looked like creepy fish, but without eyes. And
That's
they were
very
small
strange.
and had an unusual shape, not like normal fish. Maybe you think these were black orandas, but they're not, because when he put them in the water, they spread out like blobs. After this, the fisherman was shocked and couldn't solve the mystery.
Yeah, you were supposed to bring one back to homes and see.
Our planet is diverse, and different environmental conditions give rise to certain characteristics in creatures of all shapes and sizes. A strange snake-like creature was found in a man's yard. It looked like its body had some worms trying to come out. When the man couldn't identify it, he shared a video of it online, and it went viral. People had different opinions about it. Some thought it might be a new species discovery, while others believed it was just a snake in the process of fully evolving.
No, that is not a snake. That is not a snake.
You must have seen salamanders, but the one I am about to show you is different because its body was fully orange. Yes, completely orange.
Orange.
A man in Japan was passing by a river when he spotted it. At first he thought it was a piece of pipe, but when he looked closely, he realized it was a giant salamander. The man was totally shocked because he had never seen anything like this. It was trying to get back into the water, and the man did not bother it at all. He let it go instead of capturing it because of its uniqueness.
Yes, that's a good thing that you let the creatures
Creepy
go.
crab. Do you remember the Demogorgon from the famous season, The Stranger Things? They might be real. Have a look. A worker came to dig a cave, but what appeared beneath the ground wasn't easy to deal with. It was a huge crab, but its face was just like the Demogorgon. This
Whoa.
creature was also living under the ground, and the worker thought it was better not to get too close and backed away. The creature also disappeared underground, and this mystery remains unsolved about what it was. Farmed mantis shrimps. A crazy man who claimed himself to be a scientist had kept this mantis shrimp locked on a farm for years. But finally, a man freed them. The man was an explorer who had come to rest at this small farm near the woods. However, he spotted thousands of mantis shrimps that had been captured and kept in small pools of water. When he observed the surroundings, he realized that strange experiments were being conducted on them. He informed the authorities, who then freed all of them. But unfortunately, the crazy scientist was not found. Giant crabs. Weird animals are normal in China, but this time something even creepier was found.
That's a
fisherman
very,
was on his
very
way to
huge
fishing
crab.
when he encountered some crabs, which were not ordinary, but giant crabs of huge size. Their
It's very
appearance
huge.
was scary, resembling sea monsters or alien crabs. He felt like they might hurt him, but they were completely occupied with their activities. Out of fear, he didn't do anything to them and simply walked away. Weird pigeon.
How big's that?
20 in the UK. A strange pigeon landed in a man's yard, which
Wow.
shocked everyone. At first glance, this pigeon looked like a common bird that can be seen on the streets.
Look at the
However,
feet,
it
look at the
had something
feet.
special. It had unusually long legs and a puffed chest, with white feathers covering its feet. When a video of it was shared online, it quickly went viral, and people had different opinions.
Obviously, it would look-
Some thought
it would
was
went
an
viral.
alien bird, while others believed it might be diseased, because it was the time of the COVID pandemic.
Whoa.
Violin mantis. If you're thinking this is some unreal thing, let me tell
Wow.
you, this is the violin mantis, scientifically named Gonglus gonglides. It's a fascinating insect
Nice name.
known for its unique appearance and behavior. It gets its name because its body looks like a violin. It has a long, thin body and legs that resemble the neck and strings of a violin. This unusual shape helps it hide among leaves and twigs where it lives. It's a type of praying mantis, which means it's part of a group of insects with long, bent front legs that they use to catch prey. Despite its fearsome appearance, it is harmless to humans and is actually quite beneficial because it helps control insect populations. Shiny
Okay.
turtle. Upon seeing certain creatures, it feels like they've come straight out of the Pokemon world. A man was passing by
Pokemon
the
world.
woods when suddenly his attention was caught by a
Wow.
shiny object. As he approached, he
Do you remember
realized
the
it was a
character
turtle.
in
This
from
turtle was not
Pokemon,
like
that
any normal
turtle
turtle.
character?
Its head was
I just
unusually
forgot the
big
name,
and
but
shiny. He shared a video of it online, which quickly went viral, sparking diverse opinions. Some believed it was a scientist's experiment on the turtle, while others thought it might be a new species discovery. Creepy creature.
creepy creatures.
The thing I'm going to show you might
Venom.
make you think Marvel's Venom has arrived. Back in 2020, a fisherman in China came near a river and spotted a strange object on a stone. When he
Oh,
approached to take a closer
that's a
look,
venom.
the object began moving. Out of curiosity, when he tried to separate, it reattached itself. Yes,
Ooh.
the more he tried, the more slimy it became. The
That's
online
venom.
viewers called it a weird cluster of worms. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Dog-faced bat.
Comment below.
In 2022, in a
it
small
India?
village in Pakistan, a strange
Pakistan,
creature
okay.
was causing a lot of disturbance to
That's the
people
face of
due
a
to its
dog.
unusual voice and appearance.
अच्छा
It was quite scary. However, one day a man caught this creature and handed it over to the authorities, but it
That's a-
could not be determined
that's the
exactly
face of
what
a
kind
dog.
creature it was.
बाहर किहड़ा परेशान होंदा आड़ो पाड़ो परेशान आ असांजो
Creepy
Hmm.
earthworms. Looking at this, it seems like earthworms from all over the world wanted to take over the city. Back in 2015 in Texas, a man was walking on a road when he spotted something unexpected. There were large clumps
What's
of
that?
earthworms on the road, spaced a little apart. At first, he thought they were bunches of threads, but when he looked closely, he realized they were
These things are moving.
earthworms. It was a strange situation because it wasn't normal for so many of them to gather in this way. However, there had been heavy rain and flooding in parts of Texas for a few days, and maybe this is why they came together like this. But still, it was a creepy sight. Snake stick?
Snake steak.
Snakes are usually scary or intimidating, but this person
Ooh.
spotted a tiny snake near a river that looked like a tiny stick.
Wait, it's not moving at all. It's like it's fixed.
Even if he didn't pick it up, it would look like a small stick. But the shocking thing didn't end here. When this person came
didn't
to
move.
leave it back in the river,
Ooh.
as soon as he left it in the water, it swam
Wow.
away in a very weird manner.
Wow.
Moving forward,
Interesting,
it's a
right.
drill machine spinning around. Upon seeing this, he became confused and could never figure out what it was.
Is it really a creature? Because like while he is
Unidentified
holding
creature.
that thing, it's not moving,
Back
right?
in 2018 in China, a strange-looking creature was found floating along the riverbank. A passerby noticed it and approached it to pick it up. The creature appeared to have a
China,
human-like
so many
head
weird
with one
things
eye
are found in
and some sort of
China.
arms and legs, but its body was surprisingly slim. No one could figure out what it actually was, so the person put it back into the river. After that day, the creature was never seen again. Tiny
So
dinosaur.
many weird things, weird
Dinosaurs
creatures are
coming back,
found in
but
China.
now not as big as they used to be.
I don't know, maybe because of all this, experiments and all.
A strange creature was on a man's car tire, and at first it looked like an earthworm. He tried to push it away with a stick, but it had 4 legs, a long tail, and a scary worm-like face.
Hey, look. Let me get that butt, boy. Ooh.
He thought
Is
that
it China?
dinosaurs might have come back, but this time in the size of earthworms. He pushed it off the car tire with a stick, and it disappeared into the ground.
Hey, look. Let me get that butt, boy. Ooh.
Strange millipedes behavior. After seeing this, you will all definitely wonder what all this is and why they're moving in such a creepy way. But no worries, I've researched it for you, and this creepy sight is actually millipedes.
All these millipedes.
They gather
Millipedes.
in large groups to stay warm because they can't produce their own body heat in
Okay.
cold weather. By
Okay.
huddling close together, they share warmth and create a cozy environment that helps them survive in colder weather.
Okay, that's unity.
When they
That's
gather
the
in
unity.
groups, each millipede still finds its own food nearby and eats it the same way they would alone. Unity is strength, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling about. Unity is strength.
All these millipedes.
Unknown creature. When I think there are no unidentified creatures left, suddenly it appears out of nowhere, like this creepy creature that was found moving around inside a man's house in the UK. It was so creepy that it couldn't be identified at all because it had no eyes, no hands, no mouth, no legs.
Just
a
tail.
long tail like a rat. The man thought this was some out-of-this-world animal that had entered his house. He picked it up with a stick and left it in the yard, and it disappeared from there. Surely the world is full of mystery.
Yeah, so I just came to know today.
Living a life of solitude.
Whoa,
and spotted
that's
by
cute.
An explorer. This weirdo was new to interaction.
¿Que por qué lo tengo aquí en la mano?
He picked it up and held it in his arms to observe it. He couldn't figure out what it was, but I researched it for you and found out that it's a silky anteater,
Silky
also known
ante-
as the pygmy anteater.
Oh, okay.
Como aquí, cuando se le prende la
That's a
cámara,
cute
This
little.
small arboreal mammal is the
species.
smallest of all anteater species, typically measuring
Wow.
around 14 to 18 inches in length, excluding its tail. Its fur is soft and dense, ranging in color from pale yellow to brown, which helps it blend into the forest environment to stay hidden.
¿Que por qué lo tengo aquí en la mano?
Frog's captivity.
Frog's
Last
captivity.
year, an explorer was passing by a small town near a forest when he stopped at a farm to rest. When he went inside, he saw something strange.
So quick.
A planet nursery-like area where hundreds of frogs were being kept in captivity.
But how
He
come
tried to approach
that
them,
frog
all
moves so
fled in
fast?
fear, as if they were being subjected to some kind of wrong experiment. He understood that something wrong was definitely happening there, and without wasting any time, he informed the authorities. They released all the frogs from there. However, it was never found out who had kept them there and for how long.
Okay.
Slimy creature.
Oh.
The best thing to do if you see an unknown creature near a river is to leave it back in the water, just like this man did when he spotted a strange creature near a river that looked like a mix of a snake and a salamander, but was very small in size. It was crawling on the ground as if it wanted to go back into the water. So the man, without being scared, picked it up and put it back in the water. He thought it might have been an experiment on animals by scientists, but nothing was certain. Rare animal.
There's so many experimental creatures, like it can be, it can be possible.
He walked away at the time, but later it was confirmed by experts that it was a unique armadillo with pink skin.
Wow.
This quirky, hamster-sized animal is known for its pink shell on its back and patches of white fur. A recent study discovered something even more interesting about it. It's the only mammal with 2 layers of skin. There are
2
20
layers of
kinds
skin.
of armadillos in the world, but the other 19 have only
Wow,
one
that's
layer
very
of skin
nice.
on their backs. Surely nature has its ways of surprising us.
Yes. And this one does.
Mud monster.
Mud
Who says
monster.
monsters are only in the movies? Because if that's the case, then what is it? A man taking a stroll in an unknown location had to stop walking after he spotted a creature emerging from the mud. He looked closely, only to find out that it had no eyes, face, or a defined structure, and it all indicated one thing, that this was a mud monster. Everything was like a mud monster. It was repeatedly going back into the mud and coming back out, which was perhaps enough to scare anyone badly. The man was too scared too and thought it was better to leave from there. Humanoid spider. A man heard strange noises in his backyard. When he went outside to look, he spotted something that was hard to believe. There was a huge humanoid insect. Its body was huge and its legs were like a spider's.
And the
Its
face
face was like that of a baby. He wondered if it was an alien or the result of a creepy scientist experiment. But the surprise didn't end there. At that moment, he was scared and went
This
back
is
to his
very,
house.
very
But the
unique,
next
and this is
day,
something
when he
else.
looked out there again, there was nothing there. And this mystery had never been figured
Come on,
out.
man. This can be the
Zombie
experimental
insect.
creature,
Who says
right?
Zombies only come in human form. Have a look at this
Oh.
insect.
China again?
It
China?
was crawling in a man's yard in a bad condition. When the man looked closely, its half body was missing and didn't seem to have any life left in its legs.
Where's the stomach? What is
It was only
skin?
able
Where's
to
his
move
muscles?
using
Where's his
one leg. This
bones?
was an unreal situation.
It's
because
all
no
gone.
creature can live in such a bad condition.
See? How come this
He thought it was
insect
a
can
zombie
walk?
insect, but what do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section. And now let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day.
50
This image was sent to us
aspect.
by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know
Wow.
more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows? We might even feature it in one of our videos. 2 different pictures, 2 different people, but similar weird creatures. This is the reason I
Yes.
believe our world is a strange place to live. Let's talk about the picture on the right first.
Well.
It says dragons only exist in myths, because if not exactly, a similar creature was captured back in 2019. A fisherman was going fishing in Japan. He spotted something else before he even caught a fish. It was a tiny dragon swimming in the water with the same body and face. The second picture reminds me of a man who was passing
That's so
by a
scary.
river when he spotted a huge animal in the river. If you don't know about it, let me tell you.
Okay, that's the vast collections, vast videos I have seen of like unique creatures that are found in this planet. And whatever I have seen, and whatever you have seen just right now, it's very, very unique and very, very strange things. And some creature and some animals are just look like they are just came up from experimental by the scientists or something like else. Because see, all those creatures what we have just seen just not right now, it's totally unique, and this is the first time I have seen I'm seeing all these creatures, and I hope you guys too. But the experimental things in the animals, it's very common and it's going on, and somehow it's, I don't know, it's good or bad, but they are like, they are like manipulating the features, the whatever, the genes of the animals, and trying to create a new species. But if it does goes wrong, then it is very bad. So I just love watching this 550M videos, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you guys want to see more reactions videos on it, and I would like you guys to please like, share and subscribe my channel to see more other reactions videos with me. That's it for today, and thank you.